These bots are going to complete my ultimate bedroom automation. I am very excited. I would like to start this video by saving all the haters their valuable time. I know, beyond all doubt, this is the epitome of laziness because I can't be bothered to draw my own curtains. And what makes this even worse is normally I wouldn't bother drawing them anyway. Although I am a lazy bastard, this video isn't about that. It's about the cool gadgets I get to play with in my smart home. So when SwitchBot reached out to me, that's right, they reached out to me, I was over the moon. Now, this is not a sponsored video in any way, shape or form, but they did send me these for free. So thank you to SwitchBot for supporting small creators such as myself. I thought they were just going to be sending me a couple of curtain openers, but oh no, they sent me 4 curtain 3s, 2 wireless remotes, 2 solar panels and a hub too, which other than a hub is also an IR remote, a light sensor and a thermohydrometer, which is basically a posh word for a temp and humidity sensor. I think now is a good point to state you don't necessarily need all of this stuff. The Curtain 3 bots will run directly within the app via Bluetooth, so you can just use them on their own if you wish. The hub aspect is only needed if you want to make them smarter and to introduce cloud control, which is what I did with my SwitchBot button pressers video up here somewhere. At time of scripting this video, the SwitchBot Curtain 3 will set you back 88.89 Great British pounds, and you'll find a link for this and everything else in the video comments down below. Thanks. There's a lot, but in this video I will be specifically concentrating on the Curtain 3 setup and installation, but feel free to ask any questions about the other stuff down below and I'll do my best to answer. Right, on with the video now. Let's see what we get in the box. Diving straight into the very well organized box, we start with some beaded clip thingies for grommet curtains. Next up we have a USB Type A to Type C charge cable, followed by some tab top clips. We then have some gumph, also known as a user manual, and then a weird pole joiner thing, and then the rod units themselves with the spring loaded clips, and then the main unit itself, which measures 26 by 6 by 6 centimeters and weighs 880 grams. That's your lot. Unboxing done. So these are the Curtain 3 Rod edition. They also have a U-rail and I-rail version, and their sole purpose is to upgrade your curtains. The rod version will work on a rod diameter of between 15 and 40 millimeters with a circumference of 47 to 125 millimeters, and it does this via a springy rod grip type thing. The version 3 offers twice the thrust over the previous generation, being able to push up to 15 kilograms whilst remaining smooth, and now also comes with positioning magnets to ensure precise control. They utilize a silent motor, so ideal for the bedroom. They will last around 8 months apparently before needing to be recharged via the Type C port on the bottom, or you can use the solar panels to charge them for free. I mean, the sun is for free, not the solar panels. They'll cost you £25.99 Great British pounds. I touched on it in the intro, but they also have multiple control methods. You can use the SwitchBot app with Bluetooth, a SwitchBot hub, a SwitchBot remote, Mrs. A, Google Home, Smart Things, Siri shortcuts, and If This Then That. And when paired with the Hub 2, currently £79.99 Great British pounds, they will then have Matter support, which means they will also work with Apple HomeKit. I think that's a full house, isn't it? There's not much more I can say about something that opens your curtains, to be honest, so let's get on with the setup. You're going to want to start by getting the SwitchBot app, which is available in your app store of choice, and if you don't have an account, create one and get signed in. You can either add the devices in advance of physically installing them, or add them once they are installed, which is the route I went down. I clipped the unit together and then installed it onto the pole by stretching the arms one at a time, making sure that the SwitchBot logo is facing into the room, i.e. you can see it as you look at the window. Click on the plus icon in the top right hand corner and then choose Add Device, followed by Curtain. Press and hold on the little button which will be on the back of the unit as you look at it, and the white indicator light will then start flashing. Press Next, where the app will then discover and connect to the device. You're then going to be asked how your curtains open. Select which applies to you and click on Confirm. Now repeat this process with the next device and the app will add the second bot and automatically group them into a single device for you. Give the group a name, choose a room and click Install. And now it's on to the fun bit. Choose your type of track I'm using a rod and grommet curtains. The app will then give you a picture or video guide, which I couldn't get my head around initially, especially after attempting to understand the manual. So I skipped it all and moved on to calibration. Here you are asked to check which unit's light is flashing to confirm the left and right side. The app then wants to start in close mode, so make sure both curtains are pulled to and in the position you want them to end in. After positioning one side to open, it will then automatically calibrate it back to the closed position. You can tweak either of these if needed. Once you're calibrated, click finish and the pair will now appear as a single unit in the SwitchBot app. The app will show you the current position of the curtains, the battery status, allow the setting of schedules and allow you to enable quiet drift. Clicking into the settings cog from the top right hand corner will then allow you to enable touch and go, recalibrate your devices and then among other things enable cloud services. That's it for me. My setup is done. So you got the short setup version, which if you ignore the manual is easy to achieve and you can have them set up in minutes, but I got myself bogged down with everything that came in the box thinking you needed to use it all and you don't. This thing is used if you have an extending pole and the bottom needs to move over the join. It smooths out that join when wrapped around it. These clip things are only needed with tab top curtains for spacing, which is the same reason you get these beads for grommet curtains. They clip to each pleat and are supposed to retain the spacing so it looks all nice and pretty. I tried them but they looked awful on top of my curtains, so I cut them and only used 2 clips for the beginning of each curtain just to hold them around the bot. The Curtain 3, in my opinion, is a luxury item, and if SwitchBot hadn't reached out, I probably wouldn't have bought them because, as you saw in the UK, you would need 2 units per window, which means that's £160 per window. It's very expensive. However, the main units are hefty and feel really good quality. And with all the extras in the box and the attention to detail, you can clearly see why they cost what they do. On the other hand, if you're unable to perform the task of closing your curtains because of accessibility or disability issues, no, laziness is not a disability, then these would well and truly be the way to go. The hub is essential in my opinion to be able to make full use of them within your smart home. If you don't, then you will need to be close to them to use the app to control them, by which time you may as well have just drawn them yourself. With the Hub 2, you can integrate them into all the smart home assistants out there, and with Matter, they can also be added into Home Assistant. Once they are paired with a hub, turning on Mrs. A is as simple as toggling a switch. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
So are the SwitchBot Curtain 3 worth the money? Yes, absolutely. Just because I wouldn't buy them, they are still a well-built bit of kit that just work, and you get so much in the box for various scenarios. And this in part justifies the cost, I guess. Yes, they are expensive, but if you can afford it, then why not? They are a fun addition to any smart home, and I would have no issues recommending them. Thank you again to SwitchBot for sending me these, and if you have any questions about them or anything else for that matter, then please do let me know in the comments box down below. And whilst you're down there,
that's what he said,
please do consider liking the video, even if you didn't. Subscribing if you aren't already, hitting the bell to get notified when I upload new videos, because it helps me get sent more free stuff from people like SwitchBot to be able to play with and make videos about. So yeah, thanks for that, and thank you for watching. Goodbye, internet.
Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed on me? I thought, what age are we?